How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, today we're back on some cold steel 4-inch blades. Cold steel 4-inch blades. Actually, these two are actually a little bit longer than 4 inches. This is a 4-incher though. Absolutely love all these too. Absolutely love all these. These have the snaggletooth cog rings on them. These are cold steel Black Talons, and they're modified with the cog ring. This is the plain edge one. This is one I've never used, but I did put the cog ring on it. It has a saber ground, flat ground blade, talon style blade. Let me wipe it off a little bit here. CTS-XHP. This is one of the older ones. One of the original ones, should I say. Black Talon II. Originally, the first Black Talon that Cold Steel made, I think it had a liner lock. It had the shiny bolsters and G10 handle scales. So a lot like the Spada, the fanciest Spada. I think they used to call them custom shop knives. You can still find them sometimes on eBay and different venues like that, but they're real expensive when you do. This one is actually the one that I like better anyway, though, because it's got the triad lock and it's lighter in weight. Doesn't imprint your pants. Draws real nicely with the cog ring. It's a great self-defense folder. That's the purpose of this one to me, to be a self-defense folder. And the one I prefer is the one with the serrated edge. Has thin G10 scales, handle slabs, no liners, just the thin G10 scales, and it's very rigid. It's not flexible or anything like that. It's very rigid. It's got the 6061 aluminum backspacer on this one. You got the Snaggletooth MF cog ring on it. It's made out of aluminum. It's a beautiful knife. It's got the Andrew Demko wave plate for fast deploy out your pocket. Beautiful knife. This is the one I prefer to carry. And this one stays in my rotation drawer. For my other knives that aren't the new knives, and I have 2 rotation drawers. This is the other one. This one's been totally polished. You can see the difference here. One's dull and one's shiny. The reason why it's been polished because this is the one I carry. If I want to carry one. I don't never use this knife for any type of cutting chores or anything like that. It's just a self-defense folder. Just gets carried in the pocket to be a self-defense folder. It doesn't get carried to be a utility knife or anything like that. It's got the factory edge on it because it's never been used. These are some serious rippers. How would I use this in self-defense? I'd try to cut tendons and things like that with it. It will slash very deeply. It's not the greatest knife for stabbing, though. It will cut through stuff. Those are those two. Next up, this is one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to carry a heavy-duty folder. This tends to be the one I go to. It's got a G10 backspacer, G10 handle scales, Stainless steel liners that encompass the triad lock bar and all the pins and the pivot screw. You guys see me baton with this one and do all sorts of stuff with this one. This is a tough knife. What knife is it? It's the Cold Steel SR1. I think the SR stands for Survival Rescue. And they also, have a SRK fixed blade Survival Rescue knife. Andrew Dimko design. All these knives are Andrew Dimko designs. This is a super tough knife. Triad lock. Saber flat ground blade and saber flat ground tip. It's 4.8 millimeters thick, I think, something like that. And this is the budget version of this knife. This is the SR1 Lite. It doesn't mean that it's thinner or anything, it just means that it costs less. HCR 13 MOV blade steel. HCR 13 MOV. I always forget what these numbers are. Made in Taiwan. Cold Steel SR1 Lite. HCR 13 MOV. Same grind as the other one. Saber flat ground with the saber flat ground tip. The difference is the materials. The blade steel is not S35 CPM S35VN as it is on the higher end version. You got HCR 13 MOV Chinese blade steel. And you have GrivX handle scales with the GrivX backspacer. Other than that, they're the same. You still have the stainless steel liner that encompasses the triad lock pins and the pivot pin for extra strength. This is the one that went up against the deadbolt. The deadbolt filled at like 598 pounds or something like that, if I remember right. And this one kept on going. They just stopped doing it because it wouldn't fail or get damaged. So that says how strong this one is, because with G10 scales, it's going to be stronger than something with GrivX scales. Exceptionally nice knives. You could often get these for under 50 bucks. It's probably the strongest knife you can get for under $100. This would be even stronger than a Voyager or a Counterpoint. Whether it be the regular size or the XL size, it would be stronger than both of them. The XL Voyager I know holds 450 pounds. And I think the Counterpoint, I can't remember what that one held, but it'd probably be around the same amount of weight. Those have aluminum liners with GrivX handles. But this one is super stout because of the thickness of the blade stock. Andrew Dimko used to always say that triad locks, way to really make them stronger is to have thicker blade stock. That's probably one thing that adds to the strength of this. It has nice size stop pins, blade thickness. Plus you got the stainless steel liners. Gives added strength to the triad lock and the pivot. This one's built to be tough. And for under 50 bucks, even though it has a Chinese steel that I'm not very big on, I think it's a hell of a bargain if you want a strong knife. They function really nice. You can reverse finger flick them. Just a really good knife. Highly recommend them. Highly recommend them. I gave one of these to Lucky as a gift. Give him one of those as a gift. Next one up. Now these they've changed a little bit now. This is the older model. This is the cold steel model of the Spartan. The last one they had is a Japanese AUS 10A stainless steel blade, which is a really good stainless steel, if you ask me, for heavy duty working knife. And this one's a hell of a fighter. It's the Spartan, the 300, the Spartan. It has a saber hologram blade. A Copus is supposed to be, it's not a kukri blade, it's a Copus. Copus, not kukri, it's a Copus. Greeks had Copus blades, not kukris. That's the Nepalese had the kukris. The Greeks had Copus blades. That's what this is supposed to imitate. I always hear people calling it a kukri. It's not a kukri. It's a Copus. Look at that grip, though. I mean, you're not going to have this come out your hand. It's got a hell of a grip on it. These are awesome fighting knives. You know, self-defense fighting knives. That's what I would call it. It's got the Andrew Dimko wave plate. It's got the thicker blade stock. I can't remember how thick these are. We'll test them all. We'll figure it all out. I take it back. This is the Oz 8 one. This is my oldest one. Because it doesn't say what kind of blade steel it has. It just says cold steel Taiwan. So this is the original Spartan. This is the Oz 8. I thought I grabbed the Oz 10 one, but I grabbed the Oz 8 one. Because I have two Oz 10 ones and one Oz 8. Absolutely love these two. I never really carry these too much because they're heavy. So I wasn't too big on carrying this one. Yeah, this one's not even broken in or anything. Still a nice knife though. This is the one I do carry. I absolutely love this one. Absolutely love this one. This is the Lindsey Thompson Spartan. The Lindsey Thompson Spartan. And this is when they start making them the way I like them. Made it with oh, let me get back to this one for a second real quick. This one has steel liners in it as opposed to having aluminum liners like a lot of the Grivery handles have that are supposed to be a little bit more heavy duty. Lots of times cold steel used to put Andrew Dimko, should I say, because this is an Andrew Dimko design. To keep the weight down, you put the 6061 heat treated aluminum liners in it. This one has heat treated stainless steel liners in it, just like the Raja. Was it the Raja 2, the big Raja? Oh, here comes Juno. There she is. Okay. That's right. You gotta get in on the video. That's right, sweetie. That's right. That's my girl. That's my co-host. That's my co-host. That's my sweetie. What are we gonna have for dinner tonight? We gotta figure out what we're gonna have for dinner, huh? I didn't put too much thought into it yet. That's my co-host, the karambit master. She's got 20 karambits, and they're all sharp. She keeps them razor blade sharp. All right, sweetie, you gotta get down. Let me finish the video. Let me finish the video, kiddo. You gonna come down? Oh, you don't want to get off the table again, huh? Okay. Gotta get down, kiddo. Go ahead. That's my girl. But this one has steel liners in it. So it makes it a little bit stronger, if you ask me. And these Grivery scales are thick Grivery scales. It's really strong, sturdy knife. Probably stronger than this one, actually, even. But I like this one. Okay, now let's get into this one. The 300. The 300. It's a rated edge. It's a rated edge. You know, I think serrations are for cutting through thick clothing. It's a wintertime knife. This one stays in my rotation drawer. I have two of these. This is the one that I carry. I want to carry one. S35VM blade. It's a Lindsey Thompson special edition knife. This one has a low number on it, but I still carry it. 140, was it 148? 148. I think the other one I have, it has even a lower number. That's the reason why I collected that. But I got these when they first came out. G10 handle scales. Awesome. Thick G10, OD green G10 handle scales. Thicker, this has a thicker blade stock than this one. It's just a badass knife. Look at the balance on it. It's a little bit blade heavy. There it goes. Yep, a little bit blade heavy, not handle heavy though. Let me see how this one is, I forget. This one's perfect. It's got the lighter blade. But this one was made by Andrew Dimko though. This one's made by GSM Cold Steel. Andrew Dimko usually always try to balance his knives 50-50. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. Let's see where this one is. This is an Andrew Dimko knife too. Yeah, it's pretty close to 50-50. This is a GSM one. See, it's not balanced like the same way. This one's blade heavy. Andrew Dimko knife, 50-50. Andrew Dimko knife, 50-50. He knows how to balance out a knife right. That's one thing I noticed, the difference between like what GSM does and what Andrew Dimko used to always do. Andrew Dimko always balances knives out right. So this is a little bit blade heavy. I still love it though. I like it better than the old Andrew Dimko one. Because why? Because I like G10. I'm not a big Grivery person. And, you know, there's lots of knives that have Grivery that I think is fantastic anyway, you know, because I think the knife is fantastic. But I always prefer G10. Blade steel on this one, from this one, it's not that big of a deal to me. Well, from this one it is, because this is the Oz 8 one. But my other two newer ones, that are the cold steel ones, and both of them aren't GSM ones yet. They're Japanese AUS 10A. I think Japanese AUS 10A is a very good knife for a self-defense folder. Knife steel for a self-defense folder. So I have no problems with that. But I do like these handles over the old Grivery ones. You can tell that I use this one a lot because it's broken in. It's an excellent knife. Now these have gotten more expensive. When I got this one, it was under $200, and now they're over $200. It has a G10 backspacer, G10 handle scales, no liners at all in it. It's just a really badass knife. This is one I like. All right, let's get some measurements on them. Let's get some measurements on them. We'll do the Black Talons first. Black Talon IIs. 3.2 millimeters. I mean, we might not be zeroed here. Hold on. 3.3 millimeters. 3.3 millimeters. Yep, 3.27 this one says, so it's 3.3, same thing. 2.8, 2.9. this one. SR1, the high-end version. 4.78 millimeters, 4.8 millimeters. Almost 5 millimeters. This should be the same. 4.66. It's a little bit thinner, just a touch thinner. 4.66. Make sure I'm zeroed again. Let's do it again. I was expecting them to be the same. Yep, 4.65. So it's the same. This one. 3.8 millimeters. 3.8 millimeters. And the thick one, 4.77. Looks like really like a 4.8 millimeter knife. Blade lengths. Four and a quarter. 4 1/4. Just a touch under 4 inches. Just a touch under 4 inches. I would still call it 4 inches. It's real close. 4 1/2 inches. Just a touch under 4 1/2 inches. This one's actually a little bit longer. Let me do that again, just to make sure. Oh no, I guess I was doing from a different point. They're both the same length. It's like 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4/8. 4 and 4/8. Yep, 4 and 4/8. Wait. The Black Talons first. 4.9 ounces. It's the rated version. 4.9 ounces, they weigh the same. SR1s, the high-end one, 7.3 ounces. See what the light weighs. See if the light is light. Oh, it is lighter. 6.8 ounces. Not a whole much lighter, but it is lighter. The one with the steel liners, 9.2 ounces. It's a lot of weight for this size of a knife. The one without the steel liners, 7.8 ounces. Well, this one again, 9.2. Oh yeah, it's like an ounce heavier. 7.8, yep. So that's probably another reason why I like this one more. It feels lighter. All right, people. Well, that's it for those. These are heavy duty knives. These 4 right here, I would call heavy duty. These are light duty tri-up folders, but compared to other types of knife locks, these would be heavy duty too. These are awesome. These work really good with gym pants. Really nice and lightweight. These you want to wear jeans. Same thing with these. You want to wear jeans. You don't want to wear lightweight pants with these. Highly recommend them. These are some of my favorite 4-inch blades. All right, what video is this? I think it's number 7, right? I think we're on number 7 now. Number 7. All right, people. Peace out. Stiletto. Peace. See you on the next one.